All right, you guys, this is your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a little bit of music talk. So let's get into it, y'all. What's going on, you guys? This is your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Music Talk. And we are here to talk about Glorilla's new album, her debut album, her very first full-length album. Okay, everything else that she's released has pretty much been, extended plays and things like that. But this is her very first full-length debut album, and it is called Glorious. It's been a long-awaited album. Glorilla got put on the scene in I think it was 2022 when she went viral for the record FNF. If you don't know that song, it goes like FREE nigga free. That mean I ain't gotta worry about no nigga cheat, and I'm SINGLE again. I sat hanging out the window with my wretched ass friends. What? That was my song. Okay, because I was F nigga free back then. So, and I ain't even had no nigga back then. So, of course, that was my damn go-to anthem. Okay, very much so. And then after she dropped FNF, she dropped a record called Bless. He got 99 problems, and the biggest one is me. He got all the little bitch, and the biggest one is me. That was my record. Then she had a song called Nut Quick, and then, it was other records that she dropped. And she came out with a record called Cha Cha Slide, and everybody hated that song. And by the time that song came out, that's when Sexy Red came out, and everybody was pitting them against each other. And we're basically saying that Sexy Red then stole Glorilla's thunder. What Glorilla is gonna do? She's not popping right now. She's dropping a bunch of whack ass records. So what is she gonna do? Now, me, because I'm a Mississippian and Memphis is like 2 hours away from where I'm from, I've always been down with the Glorilla movement, even though I didn't like some of those records that she was putting out, like the Cha 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 song. I hated that song. But, I always felt like this girl got some. And all she needs to do is switch it up, pivot, find a way to musically do it right so everybody can be on her tit, and she got it. And I want to say that when she came out this year, she came out swinging. Glorilla dropped the song Yeah Glow. Immediately became a smash. One of the best female rap records that came out this year. I don't care what nobody got to say about it. One of the best female R&B records to come out in 2024 following Megan Thee Stallion's Hiss, which I will be doing another video about that. Then she came out with the Megan Thee Stallion collaboration, Wanna Be. Came out in the summertime. Then she came out with TGIF. It's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. I ain't got no nigga, and no nigga ain't got me. Okay. Then Rihanna, came out and did a viral video for it, and it just went all over the place. Like Glorilla was not missing with anything that she released. TGIF became the song of the summer right alongside Wannabe. Okay. So Glorilla was on fire. And I just want to say that she got into a beef with JT as well this year. And JT was saying that she need to work on her craft and all this other stuff. But it's kind of like this, no disrespect to JT and anything, because I was a fan of the City Girls. You know what I mean? Like, I enjoyed the City Girls for the most part. But all I gotta say is this: you telling somebody that they need to work on their craft, but the person that you saying need to work on their craft clearly been working on their craft, and your shit ain't doing nothing. Okay, like, we don't see JT performing nowhere. We see Glorilla performing everywhere. We don't see JT with a whole bunch of hit records. We see Glorilla with the hit records. JT released City Cinderella. It sold less than Glorilla's EP did, and OK did okay, but it didn't do anything like Yeah Glow, Wanna Be, and TGIF. It didn't do anything like those records. It wasn't even, they were nowhere near those records. They didn't touch those records at all. So I would say that Glorilla is the better artist when it comes down to the music of it all. So now we're going to go ahead and get into what we're here to discuss. Now that we have gone past her start, her fall, her rise back up again, her Phoenix Rising. We're gonna get into what we're here to talk about, and that is her debut album, Glorious. I'm so excited about this album. Y'all do know, if for those of you who know me, I love me some damn Glorilla. Love her. Always have from the very beginning. So we're gonna go down this thing song by song, and by the end of this review, I'm gonna give you guys my final rating, and it's going to be from 1 to 10. So I'm gonna let y'all know what I think at the end. So, what I like about this album is that there is an intro. Back in the gap when I was growing up, all albums had an intro and an outro, and they all made sense. Basically, in this intro, she rapped one little verse, okay? And she was basically talking about how being humble gets you everywhere. Humility gets you everywhere. And on top of that, sometimes you will fall from grace and you have to work to get back up again. And she also said at the end of the day got to end. And people tried to count her out, but here she is, she's back. And that's one thing that I'm glad that she's talking about, because the world of social media, people would put you in a box and really try to cancel you. The moment you make one mishap in your music, they're ready to cut you off, they're ready to throw you to the wolves. And when somebody else new comes along, they're ready to pit you against that person. And Sexy Red was that person that they tried to pit her up against. So it was kind of like, okay, Sexy Red is here, she's doing similar music to Glorilla, not really the same, but kind of similar, the ratchet anthems and things like that. So that's what she's doing. And now they're trying to say that Glorilla got some competition. Not really got competition, but Glorilla needs to watch out because Sexy Red is in the game. Okay. But then Glorilla came back swinging, like I said, so the intro really made sense. So we get into the number 2 record. I think, what's number 2 on Glorious? Number 2 is Hold On, which is a record that she just dropped a couple of weeks, maybe about a week or two ago. And it's like, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold. Like, it's one of those little crunk records that you hear in the club and stuff like that, and it gets you real crunk and stuff like that. And I think the thing with Glorilla is this right here, because I see a lot of people talking about one note music. Glorilla only makes these same type of records. But I think that she kind of proved herself with this album, that she's not just a party animal type of rapper. She can actually go deep and talk about real stuff, and we're gonna get into those records soon. But Hold On, I like that song from the very beginning. Like, it gets me crunk. Like, whenever if Jamar and I want to go to the club, or if me and Jamar want to meet up with Carl and Tramel or something like that, and we finna go out somewhere, Hold On is one of those records that would get me hyped up. It's one of those hype up records where you play that song when you get ready to go out to the club and shit like that. One of them type of records. And honestly, from 1 to 10, I give this song a 9 out of 10. Like, the video was good, the production was good, everything about the record was good. So I give that a 9 out of 10 with Hold On. So this is the record with Lotto, and it's called Procedure, as I said already. And it's one of those bad bitch anthems that, once again, one of those records that you play in the clubs, or you getting ready to go to the club. And one thing that I really love about this record is that Glorilla and Lotto has this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth type of thing on that very first verse. Like, they going backwards and forward, backwards and forwards. And I love to see rappers do, when they do collabs, go back and forth like that. And it was very entertaining. And another thing too about Lotto is that she has one of the best female rap albums to come out this year. And I think I also need to talk about her album too, because I'm still playing her album, but right now Glorilla got all my attention. But if you don't know, Glorilla and Lotto worked together once before. Lotto jumped on the remix to FNF right alongside JT. So they worked together before, and they've always been pretty cool with one another. So yes, Procedure is just one of those little bad bitch anthems that you getting ready to play when you get ready to go out to the club and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's just talking shit about a nigga, talking shit about how you a bad bitch, talking about what's the procedure, it's giving a little set it all vibes. I give it a 9 out of 10, definitely. Glorilla gonna have me like riding out all winter. I promise you she is. I love that record. Okay. What's the next song? So Number three is TGIF, okay? And everybody knows TGIF. It's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. I ain't got no nigga, and no nigga ain't got me, okay? The production is great. The hook is on fire. and just the meaning of it. It's just that song that would get you hyped. Before I moved to Atlanta, TGIF had just came out not too long before I left to go to Atlanta. So it came out in June, I believe. And every Friday I got ready to go to work, I would play that song on my way to work every single time because I hated my job and I hated where I was. So that song would make me get loose and make me get crunk. And then every day, I'm telling y'all, every time I would clock in to work, it would be 7 o'clock in the morning. I would clock in to work and I'd be like, it's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. And then all my coworkers be like, I ain't got no nigga and that nigga ain't got me. We'll get in trouble every time. We'll get in trouble every time. But that was my hype song. And it still goes hard today. And that's another number one record for Glorilla. Okay. Glow went to number one. Wannabe went to number one. And now TGIF has gone to number one. One of her third number one records. Amazing record, amazing song. So we get into the number 5 song, which is What You Know About Me, which is a song that she just dropped with Sexy Red, the same person that they tried to pit her up against, y'all. Tried to pit her up against Sexy Red. And the number one thing about this song, it takes me back to my senior year in high school. You want to know why? Because of that whole Fox, Webby, and Boosie sample of the Wipe Me Down record. In every party that we had in high school, they always played Wipe Me Down. So I felt like Glorilla and Sexy Red was very good for this record. And I'm normally not really no Sexy Red, apologist, because I really don't see it for Sexy Red like that. I will say that some of her trash ass music has grown on me. Like Get It Sexy is starting to grow on me. And that stupid ass, I say, "Ooh, baby." Like, that stupid ass song. I'm starting to really, find myself singing along to it. I hate it, but I love it at the same time. Nigga, we go together. Tell them hoes we go together. That type of thing, I'm a little hood myself, so what do you expect? But yeah. And the video was good too. And they had Lil Boosie, who I don't like in the video, but it was good to see him give them his stamp of approval for, sampling the Wipe Me Down record. But I've really got a feeling that there will be a remix to that song and they're gonna have Boosie on there. I just got a feeling that that's what they're gonna do. But yes, what is it? What You Know About Me? That's a great song, for real, for real. Like, just that whole Wipe Me Down sample alone just really sets it off for me, because it's nostalgic and it takes me back to 2006, 2007 when Wipe Me Down was out, when I was in high school. Like, that's when I was a senior in high school. Y'all got to understand, your boy been out of high school for what? Now it's gonna be what, 16 years now? 16 years I've been out of high school. Don't look a day over 8. Don't look a day over 18, period. But y'all know I've been out of school for 16 years, y'all. I'm 35, gonna be 36 in a few months, honey. Not looking forward to that. But when you look like this, when you look like this, honey, okay. So that was What You Know About Me. Great record. Okay, so the next song is track number 6, and it's called Stop Playing. Now, this record is one of those rags to riches type of records. Okay, did I give y'all my rating for? Hold on, wait a minute. Did I give y'all my rating for? Okay, so TGIF is a 10, and What You Know About Me is a 10 too. Okay, so I almost forgot to give y'all my rating. I'm so into this album that I'm totally forgetting what I'm supposed to be doing. So Stop Playing, once again, that's like a rags to riches type of record. It's basically talking about her start and where she is presently, and how so many people did not believe in her, and so many people did not think that she would be where she is. And that's basically her saying, y'all hating on her, y'all talking about her like a dog, but y'all see that she has grown and done so many things that a lot of y'all said that she wouldn't do, and she's doing a lot of things that you couldn't do. So stop playing with that girl. I, for one, love personal records like this from rappers. I've said this many times before. I love when rappers get deep and introspective in their records. My favorite songs by Eve is her more introspective type of records like Love is Blind or Heaven Only Knows or Living Life is So Hard or living I already said that. Heaven Only Knows. I think I said that already. It's records like that that I really love from Eve. I love it when they get real deep in it. You know what I mean? And this record that I'm talking about by Glorilla, if you listen to her last EP, Everything is Everything, she had a record on there called and it's kind of similar to that and as far as the lyrics goes. I love to prove people wrong. Like that "Stop Playing with That Girl" song. It definitely strikes a chord with me, especially with me being a YouTuber and you have so many people that always try to knock you and always try to tell you what you can't do and all that other stuff. You know, I was told that I would not even be on YouTube for as long as I would be, and I am. 55K subs later and over 20 million views later, I'm still here. And even right now where I'm at a phase, we all go through those phases where okay, now it's time to reinvent yourself. Now you've been going strong for the last 4 years. You got to reinvent yourself. So what are you going to do going into the next year? Now we got to switch it up again. That's where we at now. And everybody goes through that. But that song is like, it's like, just like she said on Yeah Glow, I'm the hood bitch's motivation. That's the type of record that is. So shout out to Glorilla for another record that gives those girls that strength to see somebody just like them who no one believed in get they just do. And it kind of reminds me also, I even bring Nicki Minaj into this. I love it when she is deeper and introspective because that's one of my favorite songs by Nicki Minaj is I'm the Best. And I love that record. I still listen to that to myself, by myself, like still listen to it. So yes, Stop Playing with That Girl. I give that a 10, definitely. So the next record is a song that I can't stop playing right now. Okay, I haven't stopped playing it since I listened to the album this morning. And it's a song that Glorilla did with Money Long. Okay, and it is called Don't Deserve. I sent that song to a few of my friends today. A few of my friends that have gone through a couple of bad breakups, okay? I sent it to my friend Tay. I sent it to my friend Tremel. It's basically Glorilla Money Long talking about this friend. And if you don't know what I mean, if you ever listen to Destiny's Child's Girl, this is what this is. It's just like that. Like you see your friend going through the trenches with this nigga. You see her getting her ass beat by this dude. You seeing her getting cheated on by this dude. You seeing her getting a maybe baby. He getting babies with other bitches with this dude, by this dude. You feel what I'm saying? Like he out here getting other women pregnant and stuff like that. And you watching it as her friend. And you can't stand this man. Even though she loves him, you can't stand that man. You don't want nothing to do with him. You don't think that she should have anything to do with him. Like you just not with that man. Like you ain't with it. You ain't for it. None of that bullshit. Like you're not. So it's kind of like, okay, so what do I do? Like she said, nigga don't deserve my friend, blah, blah, blah. Cause in so many words, she was like, that nigga don't deserve my friend. He don't know what to do with a bad bitch. That nigga don't deserve my friend. Ghetto hoes treating you like you average. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever let them cheat on you. Don't ever let them beat on you. No telling what the fuck nigga would do. He ain't no real man. That nigga don't deserve my friend. And I felt that way about a lot of my friends, significant others. Like, this man don't mean you shit, and you sitting up here giving your all to this stupid ass nigga. Like, why are you wasting your time? That's the type of time that I will be on with my friends. I try to stay out of it a lot of the times, but I have seen it with my own two eyes, and I'm just like, absolutely not. Like, I understood Glow's I understood her enthusiasm about that because absolutely not. Like I sent that song to a couple of my friends, as I said already. I sent it and I said he didn't deserve you, friend, because they didn't deserve them. My friends are bad and they deserve so much better than what they were given. So shout out to Glorilla and Money Long for their record. And that song reminds me so much of Eve's Love is Blind. It ain't, the same, hard hitting lyricism of it, but it's the same record. And honestly, Glorilla, I would love it if you did a video for that song. Get one of your homegirls that you was rapping with, let them play in the video with you, do that good stuff. I personally believe that Don't Deserve deserves a video. I think it should be a single. We need records like that to come out because we haven't seen a record like that be played on the radio in quite some time now. Love is Blind was that record, and I need for this to come out. I highly encourage Glorilla to put that song out. Tens all across the board. This is probably my favorite song off this album, probably the best record to me off this album. Now, the other day when Glorilla released her track listing and released who was going to be on her album, I kind of, was like, not Kirk Franklin. She had Kirk Franklin, this choir, I think Kiera Sheard or something like that. And I was just like, okay, how is that going to work? So it's a record called Rain Down on Me. And I surprisingly love the record. It's basically her giving her praise to God for everything that she's been able to accomplish, everything that she's succeeded in doing. And it doesn't have no cursing in it. You got Kiera Sheard with the singing. You got Kirk Franklin doing that talking shit that he normally do. And you got this Maverick City Music Choir in the background. It's a really, really great record. It's very inspirational and introspective. Once again, it's showing that Glorilla has versatility, showing that Glorilla can do more than just twerk music, turn up music. She's showing that she can really give you real records with real topics, real things. And I really love that. So I get this record at 8.5. I love this song. So shout out to Glorilla for this. But it's so crazy that after this song goes off, she immediately goes into Glow's prayer. Now in this song, she's looking to God once again. And she's asking God to take her out of a bad relationship. She's saying to God that she really loved this man, but she knows that he don't do her right. And she knows that God has her back. And she's praying that God gives her the strength to get out of this relationship. And I'm just like, that's a good record as well. I mean, do you not know how many women go through that shit, dealing with the fact that, some man has treated them bad, some man has did them wrong, and they keep on staying and they're asking God for forgiveness or asking God, can you please get me out of this? We have seen it so many times. We have seen it. So it's kind of like, I was like, yes, Glow. Like, you went from the gospel song to you asking God to take you out of a toxic ass relationship. I'm here for it. 9.5 out of 10. Love this song. Okay. Love this song. Now we get into track number 10, which is How I Look. And it's a record with her and Megan Thee Stallion. One thing about it, and two damn things for certain. I need me an EP with nothing but Glow and Megan. I just need it. I feel like Glorilla and Megan has this chemistry musically that Ja Rule and Ashanti had, or that Monica and Brandy had. It's just something about the chemistry, and it just works for them. And this is just a record of them, just talking their shit. You know what I mean? Just talking shit about being bad. Megan throwing her slugs. They're just letting the people know how I look, being bothered with people that's doing this and how I look. And that's gonna be my national anthem, because how I look, being worried about what some punks got to say about me. What I look like, you know what I mean? Like I'm Scotty, bitch. The fuck, what I look like, you know what I mean? So I'm here for it, and I love it when Megan talks her shit. You know what I mean? Like, I love Megan either way, but I love it when Megan gets in her bag and she just talk her shit and let these people know that she is not the one to be played with. Love it. I enjoyed it. 10 out of 10, okay? 10 out of 10. Now, this next song is track 11, and it's called I Ain't Going. Another record dealing with domestic abuse. And she's basically saying how she ain't going for no nigga putting his hands on her. She ain't going for that. Like she got some cousins that'll step and really let it be known, like, you're not gonna put your hands on Glow. You feel what I'm saying? Of course, it's one of those more upbeat records, but I just feel like Glow was touching on a whole lot of stuff. She just let it be known, like, you're not gonna put your hands on me. You're not gonna try me like that. When I got my peoples and I got everybody, I got myself. I don't even need my peoples. I got this person, that I got me. Like, you ain't gonna ever feel comfortable enough to put your hands on me. That's what we do know. Okay, that's what we do know. So you know what I'm saying? I think that's I think that that's what the gist of it is. You know, that's what this song is about. So I'm here for it, y'all. Like, for real, I'm here for it. I give this song a 9 out of 10. Of course, one of my favorites off this album. I ain't going, most definitely, because I ain't going either. This next song is called Step, and it's featuring this rapper by the name of Boss Man D-Lo. Okay, never heard of him before. But it's basically another one of those, you know, shit talking records, how she be playing with these niggas and how she don't need a nigga for shit and how she gonna always step for herself every single time. And you know, all those things. Basically, another one of those little women empowerment records that I truly enjoy. And I give it a 9 out of 10. I love that song. You know what I mean? Now, Let Her Cook is another shit talking song. Basically, in so many words, she talking her shit. Like, let her cook, let her do what she need to do, let her say what she got to say. And she just letting them know, like, you can never walk a mile in my shoes, honey bun. Like, you can never do what I do. You can never see what I see, do what I do, none of those things. So at the end of the day, baby, at the end of the day, let me cook, because you ain't seeing me, okay? And I give that song a 9, not a 9, a 10 out of 10. Now, this other record is I Love Her, and it's a song with her and T-Pain. Enjoyed it. Basically, I am in that place with that record. She basically is in getting involved with the new guy. She's falling in love with this new guy. She's really feeling this new guy. She actually, you know, he really got her heartstrings going. And she's very nervous about it because she ain't never had no real nigga before. Like, this man wants to take her out. This man wants to do this for her. He wants to do that. And she never received that before. So this is like crazy territory for her because she ain't never been through that before. And she just want to make, you know, just want him to be careful with her and be patient with her. You feel what I'm saying? So that's pretty much the gist of that. You know, that's pretty much just that shit right there. And I understand that because I'm going through that shit right now. And I got a 10. That's a 10 for that. That's a 10 for this record. And the very next record is a song called Queen of Memphis featuring this guy named Friday. And it's another one of those introspective records. And it's like an outro type of record where she's just talking about her ups, her downs, you know, how she's the same girl from Frasier. She ain't never changed. She's talking about her recent successes, you know, how she's selling out shows, making hit records now, and how there are some people that only wants to be in her space just for the simple fact that they just want her to give them a handout, pretty much. You know, just all of those things that comes with you coming from the bottom and you going up and people want to be next to you because of those things. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm a sucker for introspective records when artists get vulnerable and tell us what's really on their mind. And I give it a 10. So when you really think about it, when it comes down to Glorilla's Glorious, it's definitely a great album. It has no skips. I enjoy it. I enjoyed it all the way through. And it's definitely a 10 across the board. Definitely a 10. I give this album a 10. When you want to think about the key tracks of this album, this is what I give you. Number 1 key track is Don't Deserve. Number 2 key track for me is What You Know About Me featuring Sexy Red. The number 3 key track for me is How I Look featuring Meg Thee Stallion. And I'll give you 2 more. The number 4 key track would probably be Procedure with Lotto. And I think the 5th one would be Stop Playing with That Girl. Stop playing, I mean. That's the 5th one. So yes, I give Glorious 10s all across the board. And I suggest that you give this album a chance. And if you have listened to the album, let me know what your opinions are on this album down below. I want to have a conversation about it. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy my album review. Like I said, we'll be doing more music content, even more when the new year comes. But I'm just getting y'all ready and sauced up for my music content, because that's where I'm most happy at. Okay. So with that being said, this is your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified when the video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boys up out of here, and I will leave you guys with Bando featuring Alana the Blonde. Don't sweat. Bye, y'all.
Don't shake your ass, booty acting up. Don't grab your drinks, let me pass the Dutch. Damn, shorty bad, looking bad as fuck. Don't sweat it, ain't no competition, I said it. don't exist to the beat, motherfucker, I did it. Pull up, knock your coins like Mario. Couldn't stop me do 100 miles of cardio. Damn. You niggas stay faking, you niggas stay hating, you niggas so basic. You felt the win, so don't test me, nigga. My team lethal weapon, Joe Pesci, nigga. They hate to see me win, so I cause them frustration. Hate to see my name, so I give them penetration. Bro, running this race on you fucking lanes. Spin the block, big old bitch, tucking chain, bam.
Nigga hot, don't sweat, don't stop, don't sweat.